Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Grace. I am a mom of five. I like to film myself cleaning my very messy house and put it on the internet for everyone else to enjoy. Um, Today, I'm going to show you what I do when my house is really out of control and how I get it under control really quickly. I always start out with laundry. I just go around and I try to get as much dirty laundry into the laundry room as possible and get things started. Next, I like to focus on the beds and get beds either made or stripped and get the sheets washed. So you can see I'm working on my bed. And one of the reasons I like to start with my bed is because my laundry room is actually right in my master bathroom. And so I really like to get my bed made and just throw all of the clean laundry from the laundry from my laundry system into my bed, and that way I can just fold it as I feel like. So basically, I start out with laundry and I just keep the laundry going throughout the whole day while I'm cleaning. I typically do 3 or 4 loads a day. I know that sounds like a crazy amount of laundry, but that's honestly what I need to do to keep up with it. I don't know why I have so much laundry. I know I have a lot of children, but it just seems like I have more laundry than most people, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Do you guys have the same amount of laundry? I think it's not just that they have so many clothes, but it's also the sheets, the towels, everything. We use a lot of dish towels and rags and stuff. I think it's just we just use our house really hard. So I think that's why it just takes forever. And I just have so much laundry all the time. I've kind of like given up on the hope of ever being completely done with laundry, but if I do 3 or 4 loads a day, that usually keeps it pretty under control and I don't end up with huge piles. So once I get the laundry going, I like to come in and just empty all the little trash cans around my house and replace the bags and get the trash taken care of. And because I like to clean my potties with paper towels, I like to just do the potty when I'm in that bathroom emptying the trash. It just makes it easy because I use a ton of paper towels cleaning the potty, and I like to just throw them out right away and get the trash out of there. Also, for some reason, cleaning toilets is one of those things that's like, it just seems like so much worse in your head. And no one really feels like doing it because it's gross and it's just not anyone's favorite task, I think. But because I combine it with doing the trash and I just do it really quickly with the paper towels, I think it just goes faster. And I also think that like by getting it done like towards the top of my list, it kind of gives me like more motivation to keep going. That way, like I do this really annoying task kind of first, and that way, I don't have to like
Sometimes
dread it
when
at
I'm
the end of my day.
thinking about us before we got lost and we parted, back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight. No, this time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. Sometimes when I'm reasoning about us, I know you got me, it's so effortless. Back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight. No, this time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good?
The other task that I really just do not enjoy is dishes. It just seems like we always have a sink full of dishes. They're never ending. I do try to do like a little bit of a hack where I do use paper products for some of our dishes, just because we would have such a huge volume of dishes that I would just be like just so daunting to me. And so most of what I have to clean are like pots, pans, cookie sheets, things like that, the baby bottles. I try to use paper plates and paper bowls. So for a lot of our dishes, so that it just cuts down on the number of loads of dishes I have to do every day. We do have a dishwasher and I do use it, but sometimes it's just not that helpful because with pots and pans, a lot of times I actually have to scrub them. The dishwasher just doesn't do a good enough job. And same thing with the bottles. Like I will load these bottles in the dishwasher and sometimes it's helpful and it's nice to have like the sanitation aspect of the dishwasher going, but really to get them clean, I usually have to hand wash them anyway. So the dishwasher is not that big of a deal. It's not like that helpful. One thing that I have done recently, to help me sort of keep on top of dishes better, I used to look at it like, oh, I have to get my sink empty. I have to empty my sink. I have to clean my sink. And that was like my goal. And then lately, I've been actually sort of trying to change my goal to I need to get the dishwasher empty, the sink empty, and all the dishes put away is my end goal. Because what would happen before when I was just focused on getting the sink empty, I would wash a bunch of dishes and then I would have them all over the counters to dry. And I would load dishes in the dishwasher, and they were sort of like out of sight, out of mind. So either I'd forget to run the dishwasher or I'd run it and they would just be sitting in there. And I kind of just would like drop the ball with dishes. So now my focus is no dishes in the sink, no dishes on the counter, and no dishes in the dishwasher. That's when the dishes are done. And kind of changing my mindset like that has actually really helped me stay on top of the dishes better.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah,
Another thing that's changed recently with the size of my family is we shop a lot more at Costco now. We used to have a Costco and it always kind of bothered me because I felt like we sort of wasted money going to Costco because we would buy like these huge amounts of things and a lot of times like they would go bad before we ended up using all of it or we would eat like half of this giant thing of, whatever, some sort of food, and then everyone would get sick of it because we were eating so much of it, and we would end up with like these leftover things that nobody really wanted, and it just didn't really work for our family very well. And I would still go there because they have the cheapest milk by me and things like that, but I never really felt like we were getting our money's worth out of it. But now, with the current size of our family and the amount that people are eating, Costco is the cheapest option for us. So when I go to a regular grocery store or something like that, it's just the prices are just not even comparable by me. I don't know if that's true everywhere in the US, but certainly in my town, if you compare the prices at Costco versus like all the other grocery stores, Costco is definitely the best deal for us. And because we have so many people eating right now, and I have a teenage son, and a tween and, little kids and everything. It's just we definitely finish all the food that we buy, and so I tend to buy these larger amounts of food. So the problem is my little kitchen does not have that much storage for food, and we do not have a pantry at all in this house. So you see those bins on the counter over there that I just was clearing off. Those are for all this after school snack. I mean, I'm sorry, not after school, the school snacks, little packages of things, little packages of chips, stuff like that, because I just don't have anywhere else to put them. And I think in the future, I'm going to work on doing like a complete overhaul, declutter of my kitchen cabinets and drawers and try to find more spaces where I can store food away because I really hate having so much stuff on the counters. I don't have enough space in my kitchen right now to put all that stuff away. And that's why you're seeing like groceries up on the counters. And I'm really
Right now
hoping
I'm
that
standing
if I
in the
declutter a little
corner.
bit, that I'll be able to find a way to have
I
everything stored
see you
away,
from
even with
across
our
the
massive
room.
Costco sized grocery hauls.
It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh. I don't know what it is about you. It must be in the way you move. Just say you want me to. We got nothing to lose. You're looking so old. You're looking so old. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, let me love. Baby, let me love you. Just say the word and we can leave this place. I'll take you anywhere you want.
One thing I started to do a long time ago is instead of buying different throw pillows for the different seasons, I started just buying covers. And so I have a whole collection of different colors that I will pull out every time I change my decor for the season. So I already have some Easter decorations up, and I'm just putting new pillow covers on these pillows in some pastel colors to go with my Easter decor. And I just find that this is much easier to maintain than having a whole bunch of throw pillows, like a collection of throw pillows. I just have one little bin where I keep all of the covers. And this way, every time I change my decor, I change the throw pillow covers and it keeps everything very nice and clean. It means that I'm washing them like sometimes once a month, and I feel like that's a really good amount of time to keep everything clean. I do have a bunch of kids and a dog who like to sit on those pillows. Dinner that I'm throwing together. This kielbasa and these pierogies are from Costco, and it's such a cheap and easy dinner. I just heat up some oil in a pan and I fry up the pierogies. My kids love them. It's a very, very easy, crowd pleasing kind of meal. Um, Money wise, it's so cheap. I usually take one of these kielbasa links and slice it up, and then I just throw it in the pan and I do the pierogies a couple minutes each side until they're kind of crispy and brown. And then when they're done, I just throw that kielbasa into that same pan and I cook it on both sides to get it kind of blackened. It tastes so delicious. And when I'm all done, I'll just take a can of green beans and put a little butter and salt on them, nuke them in the microwave, and that is a full dinner that most of my kids really enjoy. I do have a couple of really picky eaters who pretty much don't eat anything that I make. It doesn't matter how kid friendly it is, they're just extremely picky. And so for those kids, there's two in particular of my kids who just are very, very picky. And I just honestly, I make them what they want, or I'll have them make their own dinner. My son really likes frozen pizza, and he knows how to make frozen pizza if he doesn't like what I'm making. And then my younger daughter, a lot of times she wants like really simple stuff like plain pasta or something. I'm not one of those households that says you have to eat what I make. I try to provide them with something that they like, and that's fine with me. That's just not a battle that I'm fighting right now. So here's the dinner. It looks delicious. Tasted delicious. Now I'm coming back into my kitchen, and my husband took down this mirror for me, and I have been slowly painting this kitchen. um, I would love to just knock it out in one fell swoop, but I don't like to have the paint supplies out when my kids are around, and so I had to kind of work on it as I could when they were asleep or when my husband had them out. So I'm just finishing up in here. I'm cutting in this last wall, and then I'm gonna roll it out. I don't think you can probably tell the difference on camera because the kitchen was white and I'm painting it another shade of white, and it's probably not going to be something you can see on camera. Basically, I started out with a very cool white tone, and I'm just using a new warmer white. It's called, oh, I'm not going to be able to remember now what the color is called. Maybe I'll put it down in the description if I can remember. It's a Sherwin-Williams color, and oh, I remember the name. It's Greek Villa by Sherwin-Williams. And so I really love the color. It's got almost like a green undertone in my room. I don't know if it's like that in every room, but that's kind of the color. It's definitely white. It's definitely just like an off-white. But to me, it seems to have more of that olivey kind of undertone, and it looks great. Honestly, just having the walls painted a fresh color has really made everything just look so bright and clean and fresh. I just had all these scuffs on the walls. The last time I painted this room was 7 years ago when we first bought the house. So obviously, with kids and everything, over time you just get stuff on the walls, and I've cleaned I clean my walls pretty often, but sometimes you just have to go for the fresh coat of paint.
I was at the wrong place at the right time. 'Cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky. When you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. Don't want.
And once all the paint was dry, it looked awesome. And I just put all the furniture back, and I also took down these curtains and ran them through the wash. They were really, really gross because one of them was next to the high chair where my baby sits, and it was a huge mess. And so I got them cleaned and put back, and that's it. And it looked amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.